Welcome to Human Services Stories, Management, Customer, and Staff Voices. I'm Clinton Lewis, and I'm glad you're here. This show is about the people behind the work, the managers, staff, customers, and communities who care, support, and help one another move forward. And this episode is called When a Case Feels Hopeless. If you worked in human services for any length of time, there's likely been a case where you've started to wonder, is this even going to work? You may feel like you're fighting the same battles, revisiting the same issues, or going in circles. The family may seem stuck, the child may seem further away from safety, and the system may feel slow or unhelpful. In those moments, it is easy to feel like the case is hopeless, like you're doing your best, but nothing is changing. Hopeless is not a feeling, it's a fact. When a case feels hopeless, it's important to remember that hopelessness is a feeling. It's not a fact. When you feel stuck without actually being stuck, you can feel blocked without actually being at the end of the world. The case fatigue is real. You may be carrying a heavy caseload, dealing with repeated setbacks, or feeling like you tried everything with no visible progress. Those experiences are heavy. They matter, but they do not mean the case is hopeless. They mean that you're working hard, complex system with high stakes and limited time. When the case feels hopeless, it helps you to focus on what you can control, even if it's small. You can reassess the plan with the family and team, identify one barrier you can focus on, adjust your expectations if they become too rigid, or strengthen your own self care so you can keep going. You don't have to fix the whole picture. You just have to do the next right thing. One visit, one phone call, one reassessment, one honest conversation. Sometimes the smallest change in your approach can shift the energy of the whole case. You might start to see a parent willing to try a new resource, a child opening up a little bit more, or a coworker offering a different perspective. Another truth about cases that feel hopeless is this: you rarely know the full story, and you rarely know the end. A child may seem miles away from safety today, but tomorrow something may change. A parent's attitude, a new support, a new placement, or a new level of honesty. You may never see the full impact of your work, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Your consistency, your presence, and your willingness to keep trying are all part of the process, even when you can't see the outcome yet. Here's a coaching moment for this episode. When the case feels hopeless, pause and ask yourself: one, what assumptions am I making about this family or the situation based upon that one bad day or a setback? Number two, what is the one small thing I can change in my approach or expectations? Number three, what support do I need right now? Supervision, team input, or time to rest? Then take one small concrete step. And that could be scheduling a new meeting, reaching out to a colleague, or revisiting the case plan with fresh eyes. As you move forward, say this to yourself: this case may feel hopeless, but I am not done. I can keep going on one step at a time. Let that be your anchor until you see the next sign of progress, because it's only a matter of time before it appears. Thank you for listening to Human Services Stories, Management, Customer, and Staff Voices. If you're working a case that feels hopeless right now, remember this: you're not alone, you're not powerless. You may be carrying the weight of the unknown, but you're still doing the work that matters. When you stay steady, keep showing up, and remain open to change, you increase the chances for better outcomes, even when you can't see it. Remember, you got this.